Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Supreme Ruler 2020 as Japan. As last off, we were still making some progress against Korea and have gone beyond the old 38th parallel, I believe. Just to take a quick look at the old loyalty territories, we are sort of at the 38th parallel, although we have gone a bit further than that. And to try and take Paju eventually, and hopefully be able to make our way towards Seoul, which is not exactly going to be easy with all these towns and cities and lots of Korean reinforcements that could arrive if they're smart enough. In the meantime though, there is also this possibility of war being declared by somebody else for whatever reason, and that might be a little more annoying, especially Taiwan, now that I think of it, because of how we failed to try and land any troops due to massive amounts of artillery, and that Taiwan might be a little bit more difficult than I would have liked. But in the meantime, enough delay, let's continue this war, and hopefully take this fortification, with a little help from the Air Force at least. Okay, time to do that. And let's see if the Air Force can do some damage. Well, it looks like it... Well, it does look like that the Korean forces are having some trouble. Except, now that I think of it, what exactly is their military supply? Pretty high. Petrol, also quite a lot as well. So, despite all that though, looks like their military is not exactly as powerful as it used to be, at least temporarily, as the majority of the Air Force is gone, and I don't want the Air Force to travel across Korea itself. I'd rather just send toward, I guess Preston will do. Up here, meanwhile, though, time to send in the rest of the Air Force again, and whatever air power I have, along with the attack choppers or whatever whatever helis that I even have anyway. Oh, research breakthrough. Advanced chemistry. That's nice to know, I guess. Still got a long way to go to get most of these finished. A few are getting close to being done eventually, but design-wise, not quite. But we're just going to ignore that, especially with the economy the way it is right now. And why are these units not attacking? Let's just get in there. Finally take that. Send more reinforcements. Hopefully deal with any of the Korean forces as best as we can. Also send the Navy to provide some sort of support. That is, if they can even get close enough. Those ships are going to repair, except for the submarines that are, let's say, go to Mokpo, just to see if there is any of the Korean Navy here. Also, once again, balancing out the economy. Actually, approval rating is surprisingly going up, despite the treasury falling. GDP is going up, but maybe it's best to just ignore the economy for now, just focus on this war. Speaking of which, another wave, another attack, and our army's getting smaller and smaller. Meanwhile, try to send more troops and accept the generous offers by most of our allies. These units, on the other hand, are running out of supplies rather quickly. These ships, except for these transports, had to turn around, whereas these frigates, I suppose, deal with some of your enemy artillery, but the economy is still plummeting. I may have to reduce social spending a bit. Okay, might as well accept that. Thank you, Tibet. What else do they have can we trade? Not really much at the moment, but really no point. Try and get the armies to the front lines to entrench here. Okay, you know what? Let's just fall back. We're taking too many casualties. It's best to not bother attacking at the moment. So we lost that town again, and most of the ships here were sunk. But at least we did some amount of damage. Not by much, though. Let's see, I got several Korean ships, of my own ships here, and thank you, Macedonia. A Korean ship was here. Majority of the armies are still here, and I have a destroyed escort. Now, actually, now that I think of it, where are the majority of my transports? Starting with you. Okay, you need to be deployed. You are all the way up here. I guess deploy. You are here as well. LSTs, I'm not gonna bother. Deploy, deploy. Deploy. I'm gonna just deploy all these units anyway. And see if I can get them to the other side. Hopefully they won't get sunk. But that does mean I need to send my actual navy, particularly the, well, destroyers and submarines, to patrol the Sea of Japan. Meanwhile, okay, that village is almost destroyed with a total of only 108,405 people left. Thank you, Tibet, for the extra generosity. There goes another Korean ship. Let's just get these units closer to the front. Okay. Don't know what these tanks are doing. Probably losing supplies rather quickly. And our economy is shrunk. Great. Okay, temporarily increase taxes to about, well, 60%, I guess. I'm not going to bother with 100% at the moment, and let's see what happens. Which may not work. Which the economy did improve, but it's kind of to be expected with the, the way things are. And I thought I ordered the submarines out. Wait a minute. Really? They're gonna go all the way around Kyushu when they could have just... never mind. Never mind, let's just get these troops loaded up onto each of these transports. Load up onto that one. Try again. Okay. And now that transport. All filled out. Stay there. And now to deliver these units all the way over here, and several new vehicles of the army is finally deployed. With exceptions of those over here that need to get over here fast. Our Air Force, on the other hand, lots of aircraft reserved, with several being damaged. Far too many, I should say. Let's get these helis deployed. And that's about it. Everybody else deployed. Oh. Oh no. Of course. Let's just get in there then. Deal with the Korean army and actually go around this time. I really want to deal with these artillery as soon as possible. And deploy the aircraft by this point. United Nations, towed howitzer, level sum $41 million, why not? hopefully these transports won't get sunk. And I got... Uh-oh. Okay, there was another Korean ship there. Thank you for sinking them. Now have this destroyer reclaim those territorial waters. Let's get these units entrenched here. Deploy the, remove all those messages. Actually, best to deploy... Actually deliver units at Wonsan next. Frigates need to get a little closer. Deal with this artillery that's over here. Unload. Unload. Okay, completely unloaded. Let's get over to the other side again. Have the armies rendezvous at Maizuru again. Load up onto that transport, and that's probably it. Now to get over here, and yes, domestic prices, I know. Come on. Oh, please take this. Are there any other units that are deployed? Well, not much, especially in the aircraft category. Alright, please take this town. I don't want to deal with the artillery anymore. And as expected, there's a lot more artillery everywhere. Okay, you escort that transport. Why are these tanks constantly being deployed there? Okay, we finally took that. Get in there. Take out those garrisons, take out any of the Korean forces trying to reclaim that. It does look like our artillery is doing somewhat well. Well as they can be at least. Although I want to deal with this village. And let's see. Okay, we still held on to that, but this city is becoming an annoyance. Get in there. Air Force, the majority are all the way in Chinese territory. Redeploy. Are those transports here? He's here. He's here now. And time to go around. I guess we could try and fire missiles. Or not. Alright, one transport only. Load up. Now just entrench again and try and get the transport moving now. Well, that attack didn't go well. Come on, there's only one. Excuse me. Alright, I've taken that. And it looks like the majority of the Korean forces are actually being defeated rather quickly. Alright, let's try and see if we can get the Air Force get involved. Well, at least that's what I thought. Some by Slovenia this time. And the inflation's gone in the wrong direction. That's not surprising. Laser communication. What else are we researching? Advanced power generator. Alternate power generators, sorry. Advanced superconductors. Carbon dioxide reducers. Fuel cell technology. Bi-directional power generations. Smart card. And all sorts of stuff that we're still researching. Now, wait a minute. Okay, that's one of my destroyers. That's a frigate. The rest of the armies up here need to get up down here. Oh, well, silly me. Forgot about these ships. Guess I better have the submarines patrol. Social spendings are still not making not really much change, unfortunately. And looks like Seoul is going to be a lot more difficult, despite... Actually, let's try and concentrate on the military stronghold of Seoul. Try and take that. Which we did. Now it's time to take this town. Especially with the amount of artillery here. Now, unload. Go over here. Oops, I did not mean to select ships. Now, okay, that village is still standing. Hanman looks like it's going to be a lot more difficult. And even though I would like to take Seoul itself, but our losses is continuing to climb. And I got no choice but to send more reinforcements. All the way from China, I should say. Got that. Economy partially improved. Unemployment's gone up a little by 0.1%. Load up. Okay. Load up again. I still got lots of tanks now. Okay. So now entrench. And head over here. Head back. The new reinforcements better try and help out. Especially retake Curry. Still, they are putting up a resistance. I will give the Koreans that. What the? No. It's always the case with the AI attacks in some random direction, then I have no idea why. Well, might as well just send this tank out to take Sokcho again. Artillery, just gonna bombard whatever they can. And I can't really order them all. And this village, this town is really starting to get irritating. Now, at least reinforcements are slowly arriving, though I do have transports that are kinda useless. At least useless in terms of being in an area I would not like for them to be, and ships that, yeah, if you recall in the last episode, for whatever reason, journeyed out into the Pacific. And speaking of which, are there any other ships that are much further away? No. Not exactly. Why are you all... Okay, let's see. Lockmans and garrison control, military spending. That's not it. That's... Oh, God. Please don't attack there. Hanman's getting reinforced. Kuri... entrenched every time. Most of my armies are now severely depleted. And let's see. Okay, we finally took Kuri back. We finally took Seoul back as well. Well, Seoul as in the military complex. But this is getting a bit annoying. Large sum from Lithuania, thank you. I got reinforcements here. I got another transport here that needs to rendezvous with these ships and have them all moving out. So go back here. Any armies that are in Japan itself, Better rendezvous there. And economy is, as always. Okay, we took Kuri, even though it's been heavily damaged, and why are they all going toward Wonju? Reducing the amount of water, I guess? I don't know. It's possible. But, doesn't seem that that's gonna work anyway. I have no aircraft. Most of which are too damaged, unfortunately, but I do have a massive air power here. Okay, thank you Poland, and thank you West Germany. I don't know if this amount of air power would help. Looks like it might. Well, other than dealing with the howitzers, I guess, but that's kind of it. Now, can we please take Hanman? Then we can head toward Seoul. Destroyers. Okay, most of my navy I am going to reserve. Australia? Extremely generous. Well, thank you. Are we trading yet? No, we're not. Speaking of which, what do you need? Locally. Coal. I suppose I could give you this amount for about, well, 52 weeks, I suppose. And lump of sum, well, not lump of sum, weekly, that's about $23 million, so exactly $23 million, and C can give them, and they will agree. Always gotta give some extra technology in order to have any nation agree to some sort of trade. At least from what I'm dealing with. Get onto those transports again. Load up. Load up. Again. Okay, that's most of the tanks now. And all that's left are 3 other tanks. And 1. Oops. Please load up to that last one. Thank you. Now, get up here. Armies are getting wiped out. We've yet to take Hanman yet. Hold on, pause. Let's try and take Hanman. Well, we are dealing a lot of damage. So we should be able to take Hanman very soon. Hopefully very soon. Oh, come on. Yeah, this is really not going to look good, especially if we lose... Yeah, that village is going to be destroyed if this keeps up. These garrisons are too powerful. I have artillery here. I have this tank that's going the wrong direction. I have no other armies deployed. Well, deployed in any other part of China, that is. Whoops. The ones near the Inner Mongolian border. And anybody that's still in China itself. Right. Most are still on Hainan Island. That's kind of to be expected. Superconductors are finished. Now we're probably fine. Okay, there's still a lot of artillery. Now let's try and take Seoul itself. Because I have doubts. Pause again. I've been pausing a lot now. But I am going to need a massive air power, even though this will probably be rather costly, though. It's good. Yeah, this will include the armies to get close. These ships, though, aren't going to be any... gonna get to their destination anytime soon, though. Seoul itself is getting bombed a lot. Hanman is still holding, unfortunately. Did I made a mistake of saying those transports? I did, didn't I? I just lost an entire army right there because they got too close. Or did I miss... wait. Wait a minute, where are they? Not these. Not the ones directly in China. Yep, I lost them. Well, that was a mistake on my part. Have we taken Seoul? No, we have damaged most of the units that are deployed. Sadly, those reinforcements could have been useful. But I made a mistake there. Pause again. Another wave of attacks, even though this will, like I said, reduce our air force even further. Come on, there's only a few units there. Well, there's nothing the Navy can do. Come on, there's only... Oh, come on. Let's redeploy the Air Force again. And once again attack Seoul itself. Have the remaining armies deployed. What's left. And attack. Didn't mean to pause again, but still. All that's left is just one engineer and an LAV that's gonna reinforce. Or BTR, sorry. Probably from one of the former North Korean units. And our army is now wrecked. By this point, well, gotta deploy even more units that are slow to deploy. Something I could have done earlier. But I guess I was a little too overconfident to try and take Seoul with just, well, units that I have. And now Seoul's been completely reinforced. Great. Well, gotta learn your lessons eventually. Especially if you keep making mistakes. Well, battle for Seoul, the first, second, or third, I don't know how many times I've attacked Seoul. Probably second, I guess. Let's count. Which failed. Now I gotta take Kuri back, and now try and take Seoul this time. Hopefully. Pause again. As much as I would like to get the Air Force that's down here near the border with India, I'm not gonna bother. So that, I suppose Seoul itself would, well, the military complex of Seoul would do. Well, that is if the aircraft would actually target the engineer. These units attack the engineer, please. Until finally entering Seoul and capturing it. Come on, come on. We finally took it. But will this truly be the end of this conflict? Doesn't... Oh. Well, finally Seoul has fallen. And we're going to go back to peace. We'll go to low on... No. Go to low on everything else. And... Hong Kong wants some trade. Why not? Oy. Treasury benefits only about $1 billion. Well, $1,534,000,000. Oy. Well, Korea's gone, and now the entire Korean Peninsula is, well, once again, under Japan's rule. Whew. And looking at what they have, several submarines, lots of artillery, not surprising, and on this island, extra units here, along with airborne units, garrisons, and all sorts of stuff, and of course, our demand problem right now. including stock. The stock is kind of to be expected in some way. But anyway, let's just get the Air Force to be repaired. Most of the garrison units either reserve or scrap. And I do have a lot though. Keep doing selections. Go back to this list and see if I can find the other last garrison. Whoops. There we go. Reserve. Or actually the ones selected reserve. Sorry. Airbornes. I don't know about the Airbornes. Reserve them for now. Okay, we got fuel cell technology now. And I guess that's about it to check the research. And I think eventually we should get some supply lines established. Eventually. Also, deal with any new resources that are available on the Korean Peninsula. Okay, hold on. Let's see, agriculture. Well, there's quite a lot down here. Water? It does look like there's several good patches that I could build some waterworks. Timber, or wood. Several areas. Petrol, not quite, except for one tiny area here that already has some gas fields. So I'm not gonna bother with that. And one over here. Coal, most of which is actually in former North Korea. Metal ore is the exact opposite. Alright. Uranium, none. We still have quite an amount of uranium on Japan itself, and other parts including the former Eastern Siberia, which includes the railway networks that are now finally done, and hopefully get the economy on the right track and get the inflation in the right direction. Again. Power and all, that's there's no point in that. But let's see. Oh, consumer goods. Well, I guess I better start building them in major cities and even... Well, I guess I have no choice. So, let's just get some more consumer goods so that we will have to meet the demand eventually. Speaking of which, one group over here and near Pyongyang, and that's Pyeongseong, that's, wait, I got a little confused. Here's Pyongyang, my bad. Purely consumer goods production there. And I guess I could do the same thing somewhere on Japan itself, like, I guess here. Mostly in places near the old capitals that I just conquered. One over there, one over... Here's already been built. Beijing. I'll build that. They already got pure military fabrications there. Former South China. Here it is, Shanghai. Build there. It's going to be quite expensive though. And I guess that's it for now. And also for the fact that I kind of ran out of time, a bit over unfortunately. But I hope you enjoyed this. It's now November 1st, 2024. South Korea has finally surrendered and is now completely annexed in the new Japanese Empire. What will happen next? Will we be attacked by anybody else? Particularly any of our neighbors? Who knows. But I hope you enjoyed this and see you again in the next episode.